blow my life to bits.
Yeah.
And I heard Joel Osteen and just flipping through the channel. I said, oh, Joel. So I listened about, it wasn't a very good channel. It kept going in and out. I heard just enough.
I'm gonna lower this for a minute.
I heard just enough of that sermon to catch on to something. He was talking about how David was 72 hours away from being king. But there he was off in a cave, feeling like the whole world was against him, and it was against him.
Yeah.
But in 72 hours, God turned it all around.
Sure
And
did.
he used some other examples, and so I said, I'm going to take that word right there. Because God has spoken.
What else did God tell you?
Today,
Yeah.
I started praying. I was real anxious, like I said, I didn't finish that part of the story. And I was almost, my nerves was almost itching. And I started praying for the fire of God to come on me, come on you. I'm praying for these nurses. And I just started, fire of God, fall here, fire of God, fall, fire of God. I want the fire of God. I don't want the,
That's right.
I don't want the cloudy seashore. I want the fire. Cook something, God. But before long, I started feeling that cloud lift. And the other day, I was in an anxious moment, and I started speaking in tongues. I just spoke in tongues for 30 minutes.
It's awesome, Dad.
I know that the way tongues work is that I'm praying. I don't really know what I'm praying for, but God knows what I'm praying for, and He's going to work it out.
You know, I'll tell you one thing. I think that if anything, if there's a positive about this place in your life right now, is that you have the chance, because when you're not able to be as mobile as you want to be, you kind of have to get used to one spot. It means you got to be alone with yourself. But I think this is a perfect time for you to just go deep into the Spirit and start seeking those things that you've always been looking for. You think that could be a possibility?
Well, to tell you what I think brought over this wreck and brought over this crisis is that I turned away from God the first year. I turned away from Him.
How do you reckon that you did that?
Well, I was so sure that I was going to win the lotto, $760 million. And all the stuff that I put in the form, if you have faith, and you believe, you know, that stuff they teach.
Right.
Well, I've done it. This is about the third or fourth time that big lottos have come through, and I didn't win it. And so I was prepared to lose. But I said, okay, I ain't gonna ever ask for lotto again. To me, it's the simplest solution to get people on their feet. God just give us 6 numbers, and all of a sudden, we've got the resources we need.
But who wouldn't want an opportunity to all in an instant be able to provide everything
Right.
for the people that you love? But you've already it has been well documented that people who win the lottery often it ruins their lives
They
completely.
don't have the right focus.
Yeah, and
Well,
everybody who said that everybody got that money said I'll be able to handle it.
Yeah.
When you suddenly got 100-something million in your account though. Listen,
Right.
when you
You
can
go
just
buy a freaking
when you
boat.
just when you literally can just pull up a thing in your face, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get one of those, and you barely even scratch a dent in your money, and you think it's never gonna go away, but it goes away.
They showed Michael Jackson shopping
Yeah.
in some rodeo drive deal somewhere in California. And he's in his little fancy high top, slacks he wore showed about 6 inches of his ankle. His ridiculous sailor outfit.
You are a fan of Michael Jackson's
Yeah. So
street apparel.
He said, I want one of those. I want one of those. I want one of those.
Oh,
And he was going through this shopping, and the guy was following him with a pad and a pencil, writing down the SKU numbers. And before he got through, he'd spent about $350,000. in a space of about 10, 15 minutes. And I looked at that and I said, that's what riches does to people that screws them up. Because he put all of his trust in a bunch of things that he could afford, but there were things. And so, but anyway, I'm getting off my story. So this last time somebody from Michigan won $760 million. And before I would have raises, I would say two different times. People in California won $1.6 billion, and another $1.2 billion. You know, this is all the last few months. Big jackpots coming through here, and I was just furious. So what is California? I'm sure that, and I say, here's the thing about it. I know them guys that's winning these lottos, they ain't no better than me. It might even be worse. I need it for my family. I need to get things rolling. And God ain't doing it, He ain't helping me. So I got mad about it. I quit. I said, okay, I ain't praying no more. It have nothing to do with you. I just instantly backslid. And then God gave me a wake-up call. Thank you, Jesus. And I realized what I need. I need the fire of God. There'll be a whole lot more than the lotto, if He would do that. But I prayed for that before I didn't get it, so I don't know what the deal is. But I'm honest about desiring. Do good by God, do good with people. But my dad didn't get it, Brother Carson didn't get it, they all died. Wanting more, you know. So I know that it's not into, I'll get down to a certain level and I'll kick the bucket. Not a comes to all the things I would accomplish. But I think as long as you want to accomplish, kind of gives you a God